Oh my gosh, you're kidding me. We were supposed to have more time. This isn't fair, you guys. It is only Tuesday morning. It is not even Tuesday night. And Suas, is that Suas? Please tell me that's not Suas. Okay. Well, welcome back to the 101 Dalmatians challenge, everyone. I was just getting ready to do our normal intro, being able to peek in and see what everybody is doing. And then I heard the alien spaceship arrive. And if that's Suas, this is really bad because Nissa's not done being trained. She just got finished learning everything except for play dead. And Tisha just went to bed so she could get some rest after trying to teach Nissa how to play dead. And we're supposed to have at least like 12-ish, like a little over 12 more hours before Lyra was going to be evaluated. Oh my gosh, she's waking up. Oh my gosh, is that her mom? Is that Suas? It's Suas! Yeah! You guys! I can't believe this is happening. My jaw is on the floor and Lyra woke up on her own. Okay, so a little bit of behind the scenes background. No, I didn't do this. This is the game doing the story itself, and Suas has shown up a day early, or at least like almost a day early, and I think if we can train Nissa at the last second to be able to know all of her tricks, then we can meet everything. Is the house clean? We still have things. Oh my gosh, there's bills still. I don't know. I don't know about this. I don't know what's going to happen to Lyra. I'm really worried. What if Lyra is taken away? I really can't handle that if the family starts getting like broken apart. I don't know what to do. Let's go ahead. Quick. Like, put on your clothes, kidlet. Change outfit into your everyday, and then we'll just have to, like, greet Suas, the whole household. She'll go ahead and invite her mom inside. Terry, wake up. This is, like, SOS emergency. This is very serious. Is Meredith asleep? Meredith. I don't know if she would bother waking up for this. She's really exhausted. Tisha would be straight out of bed. Tisha's not even asleep. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, so Tisha, look at her. She's just like, I need to clean like this second. So we're going to go ahead and let her do the dishes and like scrub the countertops. So she's going to be frantic about that. Terry needs to come out. Can we like put this away? Is that what this is saying? How do I get rid of this? Oh, yes. Sweet. All right. So she wants to clean some countertops. Okay, we'll work on that later. I can't believe this. Meredith, when did you get out of bed? When did you even get out of bed? I didn't even see her get out of bed. Apparently Meredith is going to join in at trying to make everything better because this is where it gets pretty serious. I mean, she may not want to be very close to most of her family, but hello, she is the one who set some traps. So I think Meredith would like very discreetly come and set off the trap that she actually put together in the first place. And if we can get the last of the things, the bills paid, make sure things are kind of tidied up and cleaned up, then maybe we'll be able to keep Lyra. But if we can't get that last trait learned on Nissa and hopefully get her pregnant with Basil before Suas leaves, I don't even want to guess what might happen. I am so nervous right now. Terry needs to come down. He's got to do something. I think he might have some breakfast, eat some leftover. Like, what should we do? I think Tisha would want to like make some food, but Terry needs to eat. And I'm tangled up. Okay. Andrea can tickle Tobias and maybe put Tobias. What does he need? We'll put him in the crib. I am so tickled and just like, I can't believe this. I think, Suas is here early. I can't believe this. I think that we'll go ahead and we will let Andrea take over and she will serve a meal. So we'll let her serve. Can she serve any of these? She can make peanut butter and jelly. You know what? Why not? We'll let her go ahead and make peanut butter and jelly because Tisha's going to dash outside and frantically start taking care of Nissa and trying to get Nissa's skills trained up. So we're going to send her here. Nissa, you need to wake up like now. I'm sorry. We need to get her skills paid, her skills raised before Suas leaves. And usually the aliens leave like really specifically. Terry's going to pay the bill. Meredith, you're going to have to just suck that up as an embarrassing human thing. Alicia is pregnant again? Alicia and Dwight. So now Tisha just got a text message or an alert that her mother is pregnant again. Oh my gosh. So what a day. This is chaotic. So she's already got 3 half siblings between Alicia and Dwight. And now, like, oh my gosh. And now Tisha's mom is going to get pregnant again. I can't believe that. All right, quick, teach the trick. So you guys may be going, okay, what's going to happen though? Oh, put your clothes on, Terry. What's going to happen if we don't like manage to get Nissa fully trained up and hopefully even pregnant with Basil's babies before like Suez leaves? Then I'm going to say Suez is actually going to take her daughter with her to Lunar Lakes, and they're going to move to Lunar Lakes. And I think that would be really sad, especially because we already have Meredith thinking about getting out of the house and taking Vinegar and maybe even Rye and taking Tobias with her. So Meredith isn't really amused by any of this. Okay, Meredith, go ahead. Why don't you recycle that? She's embarrassed, but she can definitely do at least a few things. Terry, there we go. Put on your clothes just in time. Hopefully Suaz won't take a miss. And we'll kind of sort everybody out. We've got like midnight. What is going on over here? Rye, what are you doing over here? Did you like, please go back over here, Rye. Go back here and graze. I think he reset for some reason. All right, Terry, say hello to your horse really quickly and go ahead and pay the bills. Suez is coming on in. What's she gonna do? A water balloon fight. Now's not the time for a water balloon fight, I don't think. I think we're going to talk about the dogs to be like, yeah, I love Nissa so much. Ask about Day. Let's see, what else can we do? Maybe, let's see. Can we just like talk? I just want her to be able to talk, maybe tell a funny story. Oh, and look, we've got little Tobias teaching himself something. He's adorable. And Pongo just dug up something special. Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous about this. All right, did we make some peanut butter and jelly sandwiches? We made some peanut butter and jelly sandwiches to share with everybody. So maybe we can call to meal like the guest, and we'll go ahead and have that done. And then Terry can come over and we'll let him go ahead and grab a plate too so he can sit and chat. And then I think that we'll actually have Meredith go ahead and go to sleep now that she's done a couple of the core things. I don't think Suez, I'm really hoping she won't care if the garden is a little bit extra weedy. So we'll keep an eye on that too. Too bad we can't just command Aaron to help out. And then Tisha is like discreetly and quietly, oh, is this your unlucky trait having come through, Tisha? But yeah, if we can't get Nissa fully trained up in Play Dead before it is time for Suez to leave, then yes, we will actually make it so that she takes Lyra with her. And it's just immensely unlucky, like unbelievably unlucky that this is happening. Is there a certain invisible imaginary friend right here? For crying out loud, Aaron! Don't be a jerk and get out of the way. I don't think Suez is going to appreciate random like invisible barriers causing her issues. So they're sharing some midnight peanut butter and jelly with their alien friend. I'm so nervous that Suez may have just decided like to take her daughter anyway. And I mean, yes, it would be fun to be able to play Lunar Lakes and to go and watch them like grow up in Lunar Lakes. But I would miss her. I would miss her so immensely and deeply. I don't know how Tisha, like, oh, come on, you've got it, Nissa, come on. If we could just get all of your skills up. And Pongo's out digging around for metals, who knows why. He's just having a good time. Basil's just snoozing. Come on, you can do it, Nissa. It looks like she has Play Dead down to me. Come on, Tisha. This is so desperate. No! Oh my gosh, really? Suez. I don't know, Suez. I mean, Terry is right here. You don't need to take your daughter with you. Please, please, Suez. I'm begging you. Like, leave her here. You showed up early. But somehow I feel like it was all... I don't know, you guys. Can we get her back from Suez? Suez was going to take her. I don't know. I don't know about this. And she loves Emma. Lyra and Emma love each other. You guys, I think Suez I mean, is she going to cut like business interest with us? Are we going to have to work with the other alien that we met, Zolanda, with this line of dogs? What would Lyra do? When would she be able to come back? When she's an adult? What would we do without Lyra? I don't want to take her. But Suas showed up and we weren't done with the challenge. Oh man. All right, you guys, and here we are. So we failed the challenge, and I thought it would be really easy to do because it was just adding in some of the traits on the dogs and hopefully getting them to breed up. But Suas showed up early, and I thought really hard about it, but I think we're going to go and roll with where the story led us. And that's that Suas decided that in the end, she wasn't okay that she hadn't been informed that her daughter was more or less orphaned with a bunch of other children here on planet Earth, and she felt like Terry, having signed his father's name for so long on their correspondences when it came to getting money for the Dalmatians, really undermined her trust, and she wasn't impressed enough with the way that the kids have worked so hard over what is the past week / probably, as Duskflower pointed out in the comments, about a year in sim time. I think that Suas, she's just, in the end, she decided that just isn't what she wanted for her daughter. And you know what? I can kind of see her point because they are just a bunch of kids trying to run a ranch together. But I never imagined that for the 101st episode of the 101 Dalmatians challenge, we would be faced with more tragedy. I didn't think that would happen. But before you throw your hands up in despair, remember, this just gives us even more story opportunities for the future. Just like Emma going to research where Roger and Anita have disappeared to is going to give her an opportunity to really dive into the mysteries of the world and hopefully be able to discover where her parents have gone. And trust me, I've got some very, very interesting ideas for how to look into the deeper mysteries of Roger and Anita's disappearance. And now that Suas has taken Lyra, I've got some very interesting ideas over how Lyra is going to struggle to return to her family in some way, to be able to stay close to them. I don't know if Suas would even allow her much communication with them, but don't forget that, you know, Lyra's grandmother came to visit and didn't seem too entirely bothered by this group either. And maybe Lyra's grandmother, if we can have Lyra befriend her grandmother, maybe Lyra's grandmother has a little bit of wisdom that Suas is kind of missing on what it means to be a family and how good it is to have family. So what I think we're going to end up doing is letting Terry and Tisha kind of mourn the fact that they're just teens and that they can't do anything to change this. It looks like Perdita. Oh, and she's covered in fleas, but Perdita is here. Oh, he looks so sad. Oh, I think that they're just kind of having to accept that there are so many things in this world that are outside of their control. They are still just teenagers. They're coming up on the cusp of adulthood, though. So what is it going to mean to become adults in a world where they have been orphaned and they're trying to run these businesses more or less in secret and still with the mistakes and the mishaps and kind of the shadiness that being a young teen kind of induces? And what's going to happen when Meredith decides, you know what, the family's falling apart, I've had enough of this drama. She's quite displeased. The farm life isn't really for her. Now that there's less people here, she might be drafted into helping out on the farm some more. If like they can just come and take children away, what would happen to Tobias? And she loves Tobias and wants to take care of him. How are we going to feel with poor Andrea here, who's going to feel guilty? Was it her peanut butter and jelly sandwiches? Why didn't she ever get to know her younger sister, her half sister Lyra, better? And what is going to happen to Emma? I think Emma would be absolutely devastated to wake up and realize that the sister that she is the closest to and truly loves, Lyra, is gone. And that's so sad and so hard, but we failed the challenge with that unexpected twist, and we're just going to have to roll with it. And I'm also going to say that Suas is no longer going to be giving us money for the dogs. And the way that we did that is that when we sell the Tiberium, we always say that the Tiberium income is actually the income we get for selling the puppies to the aliens and letting them go become happy galactic space dogs. Well, now we're getting ready to breed Nissa. She's just right on the cusp of being able to start having her first litter. And actually, when she gives birth to her first litter, and yes, you guys can suggest names for them now, when she gives birth to her first litter, that is going to be the end of the first season of 101 Dalmatians. And as as you can see, there's already a lot of potential places that we're going to be branching into little side stories with this amazing challenge / legacy that I never imagined, which is quite interesting. But Terry and Tisha are coming up on the cusp of adulthood. Nissa is getting ready to have her first litter. Meredith is dreaming of the big city and the fact that maybe she doesn't want those that she truly loves the deepest, like Aaron, her imaginary friend who everybody ridicules her as like he doesn't really exist. And Tobias, maybe she doesn't really want them, stuck here on the farm, especially when it seems like just as things were starting to get really big with the animal rescue, everything is kind of falling apart at the same time. Who is that? That is a wild horse. There's a wild white horse that's very beautiful coming over to say hello to Rye, I guess. So Rye, you've got a friend visiting. That's very interesting. But yes, we've got the animal rescue. We have Meredith's dreams of the big city. We've got the fact that we will probably start a Lunar Lakes spinoff that will have Lyra and Suas and her grandmother in it. And Lyra will have to develop relationships with her mother and her grandmother. She'll have to meet her mother's exacting requirements in order to earn the right to come back to Earth and be able to be with her family again. But what will happen after Lyra spends the rest of her childhood and her teenage years having to work on Lunar Lakes and working that way? And we'll might grab one of the other space dogs and we'll say that her mom gave her a space dog as a companion because that's something we wanted for Lyra too. So this is a bit of a twist, but 101 Dalmatians has always endured amazingly because of these twists. So I look forward to seeing where they're going to go, especially because this will let us do animal rescue, Lunar Lakes, Meredith's quest, Emma's quest. There's quite a bit going on already. And of course, the 101 Dalmatians that are at the heart and core of all of this, who have caused all of this. This is pretty awesome. So what I was saying about the fact that Suas will no longer trade Tiberium, I think Suas is she's saying, no way, you can try to become friends with me, but I'm not going to take your phone call or anything like that. So that's going to be very hard on them. Suas and Lyra are actually out. They're still in the world, so they are, you might see them by from time to time, but those would be super rare visits. In fact, I might make it so they can't wander by this lot, but I want to make it so they can still try to communicate. So the only way Suas is allowing communications right now is probably through text and maybe occasional phone chats and letters and things like that I'm sure Emma might spend every single day sending a letter to her best friend and half-sister Lyra. So sad. But Suas will no longer take the Dalmatians off of us and no longer give us money from the Tiberium as a result. And so what Terry is going to have to do is he's going to have to start courting Zolanda, who is the alien that just popped by out of the blue one of the nights, and we imagined that she was actually interested in the Dalmatians as well and wanted to start up a competing line. So we'll go ahead and work with Zolanda, and we will see if we can create Dalmatians to her specifications. Do we know any other aliens? No, we didn't get a chance to meet Suas's grandmother, unfortunately, or Suas's mother for Terry. So yeah, we will try to cultivate a relationship with Zolanda, and once we are friends with Zolanda, then we'll say we have a new line to sell the Dalmatians, and from then on we can start selling Tiberium again, which we're low on actually. So yeah, the family's been dealt a really heavy blow right now, and I don't know how Tisha is going to take the fact that her mom is expecting yet another baby on top of all of this loss. Everybody's going to start aging up a little faster. Yes, Tobias has been a baby for a long time because their age span is set to epic, so we would be able to have that experiment. I really didn't see this outcome coming, but at the same time, guys, it makes for a lot of fun drama, and we should be able to see the family really grow and develop in interesting ways after this. So keep an eye on everybody. I have a feeling Terry and Tisha will grow up pretty soon. Emma's going to turn into a teenager pretty soon, and that's when she's going to start thinking about traveling the world and looking for, the quest to find her parents, and we'll have to see how that goes. But next time, we'll just have to have life as normal here on the farm, even though it's going to be really, really sad, and everybody's going to be missing Lyra immensely and feeling all of the old wounds of Roger and Anita disappearing just ripped right back open again. So sad. Oh my goodness. But yeah, get some rest, Nissa. Please go to sleep. Just sleep. And at least the life goes on. That's the thing though. Life goes on the farm. And I think that's something that they really appreciate. So let's go ahead, and I think we're going to have Tisha get up, and I want her, because this is going to be kind of hard for both of them. I think I want her to give Terry a hug so that he knows, oh, and the strawberries just grew right in front of us, so that he knows that they're not alone. So let's go ahead. Amorous hug. All right, let's go ahead and amorous hug, which is more just like a really deep, close hug. Oh my gosh, look, the little dog jumped into that little crate. That's adorable. And at least these two have each other's back, even in the midst of tragedy. Oh boy. So sad, but it's good drama. It's not. All right, so and I think that somehow Tisha feels like it's just the fact that she's unlucky that caused all of this too. Tisha, you poor child. So we'll see where their dramatic stories continue to grow next time, you guys. I'm sorry this was so sad that it was so just rambly, but we have to figure out like where we're gonna go from here and how the family is going to react. It's a big, bustling, loving family, and I don't think that any of them, except maybe Meredith, feel that comfortable when it's like their numbers are beginning to dwindle and becoming a smaller family like this. So yeah, all right, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.